Or is it an exclusive preserve of the husband? So is it basically a question of side chicks being the husband's choice, or is it a mixture of the both? What do you think? Especially in a society where infidelity is something that people still whisper about. It's not something that people get to talk about. But it's just like these days with this side chick culture, men are free to do what they like. There are side chicks that are there. The side chicks end up fighting the wives fight the side chicks, and so many things. But the big question is, are the side chicks really the villain, or are they just victims caught in another woman's mess or in a couple's mess? What do you think? Yes, are they victims, or they're just caught in the mess of someone else's marriage? So that is the big question. So the side chicks, are they the villains, or are they the victims that are caught in the mess of someone else's marriage? And also, do you think the society is accepting the issue of side chicks to be part of modern day relationships? Because you see the way we talk about it, they even have name now, side chicks. It's like some people even expect their husbands to have side chicks. Yeah. As we are having a discussion before we came on air, someone even said she would like to know the husband's side chick. And I was asking for what purpose. She doesn't say to know the kind of person. But I guess she has a reason. I think that was a test. At the end of the day, it's a question of different strokes for different folks. But this side chick issue raises a lot of questions. The biggest one is, we are saying, are they homewreckers or husband choice? But the biggest question is, there seems to be a constant thing that happens when wives find out that their husbands are cheating or their husbands have side chicks. They go and start fighting those women. There was one video that trended some other time of a woman going to fight a side chick, and she beat up the woman and tore her clothes in public. It was actually disgraceful. You're seeing how a man is just reducing you to nothing. And it's not even a question of a man, like how you reduce yourself, because it's not the man. Or is it the one that went to confront the husband in the hotel with a side chick? The man left her there and zoomed off with the side chick. So all this issues, all those questions makes you wonder, the side chicks, are they the people to be fought? That is another question. Or how I keep saying out of song. Or how I saying out of song, because it's just crazy. Because sometimes when I hear the issue of side chick and all, and some people will say that some of them do not know that these men are married. But I would like to say that I think a reasonable number of them know. Some people will tell you that they actually prefer married men. Why? Because they're the ones that are doling out the cash. So I don't think anybody is willfully ignorant. It's not to say that some men cannot be deceptive, but what is the statistics? I like to believe that a lot of women know their husband, that this man is married, but they don't mind being the side chick. So fast, they're getting everything they want. But the question is, do you think they're homewreckers, or do you think it's just a question of the husband's choice? The man in the home is his choice, and there are no homebreakers because the man knows what he's doing, and the side chick is not the one marrying the person, the other partner. What do you guys think?
Okay, here is what I think. I don't think they are homewreckers. Yes, I don't think they are homewreckers. Why I said so is, when you give a child a hammer, everything around the child becomes a nail, including his hands. Yeah. And I would categorically state that if a man gets married to his wife and the wife understands that she is a woman, a man who is perfectly worshipped in the house has no need for a side chick, unless for the people who have spiritual problem. Yes, because you would see we embraced a particular culture in the society, especially in this part of the world, not looking at the demerits it has on us. Before now, men tend to have more than one wife. But now, because they are now confined into the web of one man, one wife, and when a woman is sure that the man is not bringing in any woman to come contest her place as the second wife in the home. She tends to do whatever she wants to do. That's the issue of giving a child a hammer. So she will be like, whatever, anything I do goes. And if you check it, I would say this, though it's going to be a kind of controversial, but men in these days, in this generation, especially the ones who are doing well, who are dying from 50 years below, most of them, now their wives, they kill them. Yes. Most of them, now their wives, they kill them. Not because they are killers, but at the end of everything, they are the least to be suspected. The society will definitely come to their rescue to vindicate or to say that the woman is so innocent. But they are the ones that has the life of their husband in their hands. Why am I saying this? A man has side chicks sometimes to run away from the chaos at home. In fact, most of the side chicks are the ones who are helping the marriage to be sustained. Because instead of the man to stay back and pour fuel on the wife, he runs away to arms that would make him feel at peace. Then when the woman is done boiling, he comes back to his house. Some women make their husband's home so hot that remembering that they will go home used to give them high blood pressure. And it's wrong. I'm not trying to say that men should be patronizing side chickism.
This one is another new word.
Are you not saying that if you, as a wife, that your husband have like more than 2 or 3 side chicks, that you are okay with it because he's going there to cool off? Maybe running away from you because you are a troublemaker.
In as much as I'm saying what I'm saying, I would get married to my husband, not to another person's husband. And why I'm saying it is that I'll definitely be the best woman and wife he will ever have. So I don't think any man that has me would look outside.
Okay.
I think
Now you see,
I like the
you
confidence.
think it's all about giving a man all he wants,
everything,
like
no, it's not
providing
about
for taking care of the house chores, washing his clothes, taking care of him at the house room,
make him
cooking
not go
for him,
out.
doing everything, giving him that peace at home. You think that will make a man just to be faithful to you?
Like what I said earlier, there are some men, the subtraction of them, who have spiritual problem. I'm not talking about that because among every 12 there will be Judas. Yes.
So men that goes out, they have
Let's not make it
problem.
spiritual because most of them, they actually know what they are doing.
Yes.
I've seen a man that told the wife, even in the next world, I'll still get married to you. You are the love of my life. But sometimes I just need to explore. It's not about you not giving me peace or me not enjoying my marriage, but I want to explore. I want to eat onubu soup today. Tomorrow I just decide to test egusi soup and see how it tastes. And then that sneaky part of it, sneaking out the house, the adventure of sneaking out the house, going and being with another woman, and then you trying to hold your phone, lock it up so that your wife will not see. I think some people, to them, that's the beauty of the whole thing. Not just that a home that is a war zone for them.
In as much as I'm saying what I'm saying, we should understand the concept of marriage. Some people get married without knowing what marriage is all about. So I'm not talking about those men who don't know what it entails to be married. Yes. But I am of the opinion, instead of you to have a side chick, how about marrying a second wife? And if you want to become polygamous, don't just marry 2, marry 3. Because if you marry just 2, the day that they will get in peace, you are in trouble. Yes. So instead of stopping us.
Okay, so you have said a lot. And I love some of the points you mentioned. But there was something that you said earlier, and I want to emphasize on that. When it comes to the issue of side chick, I will actually say that it is the husband's choice. Because when it comes to the issue of side chick, you know that a lot of things is now going on now these days. And now for the husband that want to involve themselves into that, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not a perfect wife or you're not getting everything all right. You can actually be doing everything You can never please a man. A man that wants to be kept will be kept, no matter how you want it. There are some men, just like you mentioned, are naturally adventurers. They just want to go into adventure and all of that. And that doesn't mean that they will not provide everything that you want. They will even tell you that before they will even give their side chick anything, that they've already provided it times 2 for their wives. So you find that
for the responsible ones.
and another people have that mentality that men are polygamous in nature. They have that entitlement mentality, and that is what is killing us these days. And now we find out that if you go all over the social media, it's not even helping issues. This whole side chick of a thing is becoming commonized. That
No,
they
they
can
now have
boldly
a group,
come.
oh.
They have group now. They have
Association
WhatsApp
of side
group.
chicks,
They
yes.
can boldly come out to always say that. Do you know that side chicks are the ones sustaining marriage? This one and that one. And now, to make the matter worse, the wives are now beginning to even accept that ideology.
She go die.
So the
Okay,
whole thing
and the
is
truth is that
really messing
some
up.
of these women, some of the wives that are crying today,
Yeah.
they were someone's side chick before they got married.
Abi, you cannot sew yam and go
yeah,
and
it's
reap
true, Sha.
corn. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
that's the issue right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
And then because they knew what that woman passed through, they don't want to pass through similar situation.
But they
So they
can't
want to
possibly.
fight. They want to go physical with anybody that they see with their husband.
Okay,
And that's the problem.
what about men that are polygamous and that are promiscuous in nature? That when they want to settle down, they want to settle down with a naive girl, a naive woman, somebody that will be very humble for them, that will always tolerate their excesses. By that way, they will keep that person. They want a decent girl. They will keep the person, and they will go out to go and mess themselves up. There are in so many occasions, some men, they will be like, oh, I want to reserve my wife. I don't want my wife to know all these terrains and all of that. I want to reserve her. She's for reservation. Why I go out there to explore
And you're exploring, maybe you still come back with an infection and give to
and
the
give
wife.
to the
Una
wife.
name
And
explore.
the
You
wife
just
will
want to
continue to
preserve.
forgive.
Well, it's a crazy world.
And also, there are some families that are not even helping issues. Even when a wife, over time, has found out that this man is a promiscuous person, we report the issue to the families. They want to say, there are some people that are like that.
Well, still back to what we are discussing, whether they are homebreakers, and we are talking about the side chick, and I must say the side chickism, whether they are homebreakers or now it's the fault of the man. Now, if you ask me, I don't see them as homebreaker, even though some have it at the back of their mind when they are coming in.
No,
Maybe
they want
they've been
to rest
targeting
the
a
whole-
man for a
yeah.
very long time, and they will be like, because I've seen some, we watch it on movies, and we know that most times things we see on this movies
I relate
are
to.
real life stories. You see someone telling her friend, you see this man, I want him by hook or crook. I want to get him. And if I get him, I'm going to eliminate the wife, or I'm going to make him hate the wife. Some even go to the extent of going to get juju and all that.
And everything,
Yes,
yeah.
to just consolidate their position in the marriage. So,
Yes.
but most times, some ladies just decide to accept a proposal from married men because they need the cash.
But that's the truth.
And they already know that there will be a very, if not near perfection, way to be protective, so that tomorrow.
You see, the truth is, unless you decide to now fall in love in the process, a side chick knows all the activities of the woman, of the man. You that is the wife at home, you don't even know the side chick, but the side chick know everything about you.
Yeah,
knows
that's the
everything
crazy
about
thing
you.
about it.
Because she wants to protect herself, protect the man, protect where that source, the income is coming from.
coming
Because
from.
the man is paying her bills.
Yeah.
The man is doing, and she will go out of her way to please the man.
Yes.
You can tell your wife, hey baby, I need you to prepare like a salad soup for me by 12 a.m. The wife will be like, are you crazy? By this time you're working. But just tell your side chick, she will even go to the mall by that time and
Yes.
bring everything, because you are all that she wants. I mean, she's taking
No, not
care of
because
just
she's
you,
all that,
and she's
yeah.
trying to protect you so that you not go, because tomorrow the ego bianebe what's
that money-
One of
there's a
government
motivating
vehicle, not
factor
one
already on
office,
ground.
another motor.
So at the end of the day, I don't see them as homebreakers. Some women or some ladies go into this because of the financial gain.
Or the financial gain, and maybe the purpose for the man going into that it's not, probably it's for the adventure, and maybe probably
some men
to
is
run
just
away
they
from,
want, just like
like what
some
Amama
people
said,
are running
to run
away
from trouble, no?
trouble at home, and then
all that.
not really trouble per se. Some people are running away from their responsibility, because as a father, you're supposed to come back to the house and help your wife take care of the home, take care of the kids. But some, they will be like, nah, I don't have time for all these children wahala. So after work, he will go to where he will get the peace, the
resting points
he's looking for, leaving the wife alone at home to take care of the kids.
I think the thing, ihe ụmụ nwoke na-agbakwa n'ụzọ erika ịma na ata uru anọ setakwa ọkpụ obere. Yes. Why I'm saying it is because you see these men, I'm not talking for the irresponsible ones, so because there are people who are definitely joyously irresponsible. I'm talking about the ones who are responsible. I think we as women, I'm not trying to say we should overburden ourselves with house chores or what we do at home. Ike wugi izu ike, ide CV, it is your home, all right? But onweli ihe anyị ga-aghọta, men are already wired that, especially in this part of the world, that this is what a man should do and this is what a woman should do in a home. And when it is not well articulated, there is always a problem. Like if you are a wife and you understand the kind of job or business your husband is into, know when to expect help from him in the house. It's not anytime I know that men are supposed to co-parent. They should be there. Because if you look at children on Mother's Day, say my mom was there for me, this, that, men will be like, what about the sacrifices we made? Sometimes it's good you show your kids that you're sacrificing for them. Because it is, if it's only my mom that I go to and I see her, I would definitely say that she's the one who is there for me.
Yes,
even when my daddy is killing himself, you know. But when it comes to helping out in the house, men, if you have the energy that time, help out. But
it's not if you have the energy, because most of these wives we are talking about, some of them are career women. They go out in the morning, they work, they still contribute towards the welfare, and they also pay bills at home, and they have the time to take care of the kids and take care of the home. So as a man, no matter how tired you are, even if it means on a Saturday, don't go jogging, don't go to play basketball or football with your friends. Stay at home and help out your wife.
That's the
there are certain things you need to do. You get? Okay. So don't just leave everything for the woman saying that working at right now. Okay, when your husband is not paying enough, what are you going to do? Okay, what if your husband will tell you, okay, after paying the house rent, I can't pay for the children's school fees, and you know you can do something to contribute to help pay for it. So will you leave your children to stay at home?
So if you want to have a child, make sure you can provide for the child.
Okay, we remember the story of the woman that died because the husband couldn't provide 500,000 naira to deposit in the hospital for her to give birth to a child. So when you know the kind of husband you're married to and his financial capabilities, you are there to help out. Yes. So I'm talking about if you're a career woman or you have a business that you run, most of the time you come back very tired, but you still have to do what you have to do. So as a man, you still have to bring out time, sacrifice some time, even if it's not on a daily basis. Okay. Even if it's just once a week or twice a week. Show the woman that you really appreciate what she's doing at home.
And some women should also need to buckle up. Some women, once they are married, they feel so relaxed. They won't even have that mindset to take care of themselves. Unlike, you know that there are some there's part of the things that makes a man to go outside. I'm not deviating.
No, let's not go. But anyway, it's your opinion.
But it's also our opinion.
It's our opinion. So talk about that.
Okay, so that's okay. Like there was something that happened over time. A man called in a radio station and was now reporting the wife that when he got married to the wife, that the wife used to be all this kind of, attractive kind of person, but immediately he got married to the wife, he now discovered that there's so many things that is now going on wrong with the wife. The wife hardly even take her bait. Oh, you're looking at her, begging her, because go and bait now. She, all those kind of things, you will leave yourself because you've given birth, you'll be giving it, I've given birth and all of that. You put yourself in order. Because the child sick, they are not playing, they did not come to joke. Okay, at least do your best. My own is do your best.
And I bought
okay, you want to answer? Okay, go ahead.
No matter what you do in your marriage, if your husband wants to go out, you And I would say that there is no, a man that truly loves you and respects you will not cheat on you. And you said that side chicks are not home breakers. It's in two ways, though.
Babe, love and respect. You see someone that will tell you are the love of my life. In fact, in the next world,
The essence of my being.
You are the. No.
But there are some.
That's your own opinion. Go ahead.
It's our opinion. It's our opinion.
Whether we are home breakers or whether it's the man, the husband choice. For me, I think it's in two ways. Because if, let's just use this scenario. If the side chick does not know that the husband is married, we cannot say she's a home breaker. Because now she does not have knowledge about the man's relationship outside theirs. There are some men that will deceive women, even to the point of taking their ring off just to.
But if you see a man, sometimes we see the signs. You see a man with a Sienna. And the man stopped you anywhere and
Popular saying. Some women choose. But sometimes some women choose to overlook the red flags.
Pretend that they don't know you.
They choose to over, not like they pretend. I feel that it's not even about you asking, are you married? I feel like some women choose to overlook the warning signals. They will see the red flag, but because of the benefits, you get what they stand to gain in the marriage or in the relationship with that man, they will not want to tell themselves the truth. They are seeing all the signs. This thing happened to me. There was this girl that was living in our lodge back then in school. She was dating a married man, though she was not aware. But I don't know how the wife of the man got her number and began to call her. Please leave my husband for me.
What's your WhatsApp?
The woman was like, I don't know. He never told me that he was married or anything. The woman even provided evidences, provided their wedding pictures, their children and everything. But this girl refused. Can you imagine?
The man never tell and say he's married.
She's waiting for, you know what she said? That she's waiting for the man to open his mouth to say, confirm whether he's married.
Because that's the
Is it not you overlooking the warning signal? What's different about it?
What is warning there? The man telling he's married.
When I see all the signs.
She met a man, and the man never mentioned that he was married.
Okay, she was the one that met the man.
No, like one of them met now. Like,
okay.
Definitely is the one that pleased. So the man never mentioned that he was married.
Yeah.
And to her, she was thinking she has found a
True love.
True love.
A potential husband.
To clean up. So there was this particular day, she was doing a thorough clean up in the house, and she now saw the man's wedding picture. That was when she realized that she came and started crying.
Now wife material. She don't dey clean house.
So you can imagine. For me, my opinion in this topic is, if a woman does not know that a man is married and she's doing something with the man, she should not be labeled as a home breaker.
Okay.
The man is the home breaker, because he's the one
breaking his own.
Yeah, going out to cheat, because that the man should be
the one responsible for that.
Should be held responsible, not the side chick.
And also, let me add to what you said. As a woman, when you see the signs, stop waiting for the man to open his mouth to confirm anything. You have seen the signs out there.
Imagine having headache.
You guys are funny.
But it's true now.
Funny in the sense that some girls or some ladies, they're actually in that relationship because of the financial financial gift or
poverty alleviation.
Yes. I'm going to blame them. We can't blame the side chicks. We cannot blame them. It's the man that is at fault. Because if you truly want to.
That is true.
Okay.
So you as a woman, you did not force yourself on the man. Remember, in most cases, though in some cases some girls seduce the men, but in most cases the man walked up to you
willingly,
not under duress.
Yeah,
and told you, baby, I like you. Even if you are seeing the ring on his finger, you'll be like, maybe na Chineke as I go get belly.
Some will even tell you that they are married. Though.
Some people are like that. I'm not in any way encouraging anybody to be a side chick, but I'm just trying to tell you what is obtainable. And then the woman on her own, she'll be like, I've been looking for a job for a very long time, but the one I'm doing, I don't have, they don't even pay me much. So maybe you are still talking, the man has already sent like 100
or what's streams of income.
What are you saying? So,
Streams of income.
For some people, they are just there for the financial benefit.
Yes, mostly.
Nothing more. But some people, along the line, you see them falling in love.
Yes.
But I ask, are they really falling in love with the man or with the money? Because once it keep coming, the next thing is that they will now start thinking of how to maybe
sometimes it might be true love
out of the way for them.
Sometimes some men used to meet their true love after they are married.
That's what they used to say.
And some women too used to get married not because they love the man, but because that is the available person or the one who is ready to be called a husband. Now my own thing is for the women who used to go fight their husband's side chick, please don't put your life at risk, because you know. And if you think your dog is having rabies, please put him on leash. Don't go looking for a veterinary doctor who is on his own, you know. No side chick with the problem. If your dog is looking so too rascal, get leash and put the dog. No, I'm using a proverb. The persons in the shoe understand me. Than going out to go fight someone and come back with bruises. In worst cases, the man might not even come back, or he might even come back and start shouting at you that you went to embarrass him.
But it's true.
You know, and I think this side chick trend is also engineered by some men. You would see a man who would see a lady with the whole asset of life that is valuable. He would still want to take her to bed before giving her maybe a helping hand. And you know that is very bad. And some women can be desperately in need. And don't
when
worry.
you are looking for a job,
yes.
you meet the manager or the owner of the company that will tell you that the only criteria is for you to have maybe a night
and
out with
you know a job you get on the bed, you keep servicing the bed to remain in that job. Any day you decide not to work on the bed, you're losing your job.
Some are not like that. Some is a one-off thing.
And also, there are some men, once they have a side chick and they are providing for that side chick, it's an avenue for them to dictate
they will
exploit your and they will not really allow you to have your own personal life to live.
Do you know that there are women that are so okay with their husband having side chicks?
Especially in the way high libido.
Exactly. You see, after a day's job, you come back home and then you are doing the house or you are taking care of the kids, and the husband will want to have it at the kitchen, the sitting room, everywhere out there.
You'll be tired,
easily. So you'll be like, if there is another person that is there outside that is doing all these things, please just go there.
A man now,
that you are still fulfilling your responsibility as a husband, as a father in this house.
So then if the woman gives a go-ahead order, then the man should bring the side chick home. Then we'll go and do test. Exactly.
But such scenario has never happened.
Most of men are still off. They still feel that emotion. They still feel the pain. They are just pretending based on, okay, it is better to know that my husband has somebody else outside than to pretend and dance.
Okay.
Okay. No matter how you will paint this word now, all I know is that they are homebreakers.
Okay, homebreakers, okay?
Yes. As a lady, you are supposed to owe yourself some dignity.
Yes.
There are some things you should not permit or allow. They are still young. I am single guys.
That will give you the kind of money that a married man is giving you. Yes.
So I don't see anything that will make it look as is normal or they are.
It's not justifiable.
It's a choice.
No, we're not saying, we're not supporting it. Don't get us wrong. We're not supporting the side chickism.
Yes,
we are not supporting it. But the truth is that we are just trying to x-ray what is happening in our society right now, so that people will understand that there are people that are even in open relationship. They'll be like, you do whatever you want to do, I do whatever I want to do, and they still take care of their home together, their kids and all that.
I want to ask a question. Okay? You know, it's very easy when it comes to the side of the man to have a side chick. But when if it's an open relationship or open marriage, also that means the wife should also be permitted to have her own sugar boy.
The issue is that most women, they don't even have the strength for that. You don't even have time for that.
I think it's the
Even if a woman permits it, I don't think anybody in their reasonable sense will permit such.
Well, it's happening.
And it's happening because they're enduring it.
It is happening.
You cannot change that fact.
It's happening.
Because if you marry a man, whether you pretend whether your man is going out or not, you cannot change it. A man who wants to go out, will still cheat on you. So what is the point of going out to fight or killing yourself? Allow him do his thing. Like I've seen a video whereby the woman helped the husband to pack condoms so that he can go do whatever he wants to do because she can't help it, so she just have to protect her husband.
Okay, just lately I saw a video where a woman was saying on the socials, I don't know whether it's Facebook or Instagram, the woman said that that she knows that the husband have one side chick, and she's okay with it. That sometimes they even joke with the lady, how is your babe now? I mean, she and the husband, they talk about it. Sometimes when you look at some of this story, it sounds abnormal, right?
Yes, it is.
It is happening in our society. The lady says she doesn't have any issue with that, provided the man will still come home, take care of the house, pay the bills and all that, take care of the children too, like be a father figure to them, and maybe once in a while he goes out there to see the side chick. Now, what more? The only thing that will be a deal breaker for her is the day the man will lift a finger, or the day the man will come home with an infection.
Oh yeah,
so it boils down to the fact of what Mama said earlier, that if you know, you better ask the man to go and run tests. But after running that test and certifying that the girl is clean, are you sure that the same girl is faithful to your husband?
That's another thing.
What if she has multiple partners?
Multiple.
So of course, at the end of the day, this thing will quite disadvantage.
It poses risk. A lot of risks.
But it is what is happening.
So
in society. So you just have to be careful. But if you insist that you must have, then you know how to go about it to stay safe.
I think this you said have to do with deal breaker too. Like you mentioned earlier, seriously, I bought into that idea. Some things are not deal breakers for some people. They wouldn't even mind anyway. Yeah. And that is why they're encouraging some men and they feel it's normal. Some person that naturally don't even do that. Some of their friends, once they have all this peer influence, they can easily influence other persons. And
you see some people that will leave a relationship, leave a marriage because their husband cheated on them. And at the end of the day, you see them married man cheating or sleeping with a married man.
And it's still revolving round.
It's
still going round in circles.
It's going round.
Because they just want to. I think the situation in the family. Can make him go
Okay, tell us the situation you're talking about.
I know of a man who was complaining about his wife. Now the wife nags every time. She complains every time, and the husband has been complaining about her. Now that kind of person now, about the woman's attitude, like he does not find peace at home. That kind of man can decide to, if he goes out and meets another woman that is giving him that peace, don't you think he will want to start up something with that woman? So sometimes it depends on what is happening at home. That makes the man.
What kind of peace is he looking for?
Yeah, you should name the wife peace.
I mean,
you're just coming back from
yes,
and your wife is yelling at you.
What happened? Is your wife a mad woman? That's yelling at you.
There are some women that don't give their husband peace.
What are you doing to her for her not to give you peace? Something must have gone wrong.
If the man has not started cheating on them, they will start accusing the man.
Maybe they saw something on your phone, or they will see you with her. If you know the kind of woman that
you know, there are some women who are very insecure. She will come to your office now and wait for that your secretaries are well endowed. And you want that fish and bonga fish.
Okay, so they would not suspect that you have something to do with your separation.
Especially if you are coming home late.
Well, that's where you have trust issues.
That's why communication is also very important.
Because if somebody like me, if I have that kind of doubt, I will not confront my husband. Neither will I confront the secretary. But I will make my investigations. And if after making the investigation, and I find out my husband doesn't have anything to do with, just to clear that doubt in my mind, because I'm not going to confront you. Because if I'm confronting, I don't have any evidence. You get? So if I must do that, I will do some investigation. Maybe I will just plant some people around because I will not be following you around all the time.
Transplanter.
You know, of course. Now I'm a journalist, investigative journalist.
Yes, wow. Yes.
So you just plant some people around, and then watch your husband and know if he's actually. Man, I did tell a book. But that's another thing. But the truth is, now, if I have to confront anybody at all, it's my husband and not the other lady. I will not confront the other lady. What if you go there to fight a whole Hebuagis?
That's
what will you
another
tell
thing.
your God? Exactly. That's another
But
point.
it's true. It can go in.
Because some people are today are where they are today. They don't even know that that is the
Their husbands are gigolos.
paying the house rent. Where
But
they
it's
live.
No, some husbands
Exactly.
are gigolos.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, the people or the person we are going to blame is the husband,
It's the
not
husband.
the woman.
Yeah.
It's his decision.
And it may be for you to treat a sickness, you need to get the root cause. So even if you find out that there's something going on, you go home and do some checkup and know if you are the reason.
Yes, but
Because
it's
he
true.
who goes to equity should go with clean hands, you know.
But it's true.
Okay, so we don't really have much time. Dokido, you've not said anything. You've just been smiling and laughing. What's up?
Well, you have said everything.
Let's
there
round
is
up
to say.
because our time
All
is
I'm
up.
saying is, well, it's a little bit of both. Side chicks can be homewreckers based on morality-ish. They can also, they're also the husband's choice, because as a married man, it's your choice to go and get a side chick. Nobody forced you, or else they use jazz. But even if they use jazz, now you give the opportunity.
Really,
for the
Leonia
jazz.
na front, yeah.
If onye na-asa look at you.
So now you want the jazz opportunity to still catch you. And I'm going to let your hair be there.
So, is there any way a couple can strengthen their relationship to avoid infidelity, or they possible? Somebody say no. Somebody say no. Yeah.
It's possible now. It is.
It's possible.
What depends on the
It
couple?
depends on commitment. What do you want for yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope it doesn't get boring along the line.
Discipline, yeah.
You will still get tired of the side chick eventually.
At the end.
And go to another person.
Yeah.
That's the form. That's the
Wow.
form. From one side chick to another side chick. Okay. And the truth is that if you don't have the financial capabilities, you are not going from one side chick to another, unless it's the child chick that is even footing your bill.
Ima no when that bro sugar daddy. Oh, when do 2,000 people.
Okay. All right. We really need to go. Thank you so much for joining us on today's program, Girls Aloud. Okay. Well, my name is Dimma Orangwa.
My name is Tina, and then you can call me Madiogo.
I am Amuma.
Mamuma.
I remain gift Francis. Obigwe, like
Well, thank you so much for joining us on today's discussion. Of course, we talked about side chicks, are they home wreckers, or we are going to blame the man? Well, I don't know. It's a two-way thing. Some have. When they are coming, they have a mind to break that home. They want to be the first lady, so they want to take the wife away. But to some, they are just there for the financial benefits. Okay, but as couple, if there are things you need to do, communication, all the loving and the doving thing, in fact, commitment and all that, if you need to do that to strengthen your relationship and make sure that infidelity is very far away from you, well, you need to do that and stay faithful to your wife, because I mean that's the best thing to do. Staying being faithful, you don't have to think about any other thing. Like, you don't need to think about getting an infection or having to pay bills. So you might multiple bills after, settle the one at home. You still have to settle that of your side chick. And then, of course, the society, a lot of people will be talking about you when you are passing by. That girl, so we really need to be careful. Well, once again, thank you so much. Join us again next week Tuesday for another interesting topic. See you. Bye.